to become an office moving expert, it takes more than just going to somebody's office and learning how to move, just going in there, moving their stuff. It's a different type of process. You have to understand the complexities of the buildings. You have to work with the teams at both origin and destination, the facilities folks, understanding the height of the truck that can fit.
You might need some permitting on occasion.
There are permits, especially in Cambridge on a Sunday. You have to meet noise compliance, and they inspect you as you're working at a loading dock in certain areas. You have to meet those compliance issues. And then there's permits on the street. So if you want to park on Essex Street in downtown Boston, you have to have moving van permits, and that's the same for Somerville and Cambridge as well.
So it's not just a matter of showing up and grabbing some stuff. This is a well planned out process.
Well planned out, and we like the more lead time that we can get, the better. Although it seems like we get short notices, but we would prefer to have a good amount of lead time if we can to get those folks moved and get things done. And there's not just the standard furniture, the file cabinets and the chairs. You got cubicle walls and electricians that have to come in to disconnect.
Yeah, I was just going to say all that stuff has to come apart. Yeah,
got to come apart. The power, and then everything has to be understood that because it has to be rebuilt on the other side.
Is it a different crew on the other side?
It can't. Well, we cycle. We do what's called a cycle when we're doing an office move.
Yeah.
If as long as it's local, we basically floor load the truck to keep everything on wheels. And we start with what's called the case goods. So we're moving all the furniture first, and we're getting that in. Makes sense, right? You get all the desks and all those things in first. This is on a job where there may be desks and files and things like that. The cubicles are a different model. It takes a little bit more planning, and sometimes you have to have that in place prior to you moving in the rest of the computers and the crates, rental crates. So on a typical type of office desk move, we want to get all the case goods over to the site first and get them in place. So when we backfill with the computers and the boxes and crates and chairs, all those things are in place and in the office. And of course, it takes so much planning in advance to have the floor plans, the maps in place, color coding. Guys are visual, so we see the color, we see the label, we see the picture of how it's laid out. We're going, we don't even have to think. We just go there and do it.